have our chicken, which I cut up into just little cubes. We have some tomatoes, some diced tomatoes. We have some chickpeas, which I'm going to be adding in there. We got our onions, as well as I have some chopped up potatoes, which I'm going to be adding into my curry as well. Now, the chickpeas, you don't have to use canned chickpeas. You can use regular chickpeas, but I don't have time for that. Chickpeas take a while to cook. So, now what I'm going to be doing is seasoning my chicken. So, we have some smoked sea salt, some Cajun seasoning, some saffron powder, which is basically just turmeric. We have some black pepper and some Creole seasoning. Alright, let me get in and add all this into our chicken so then we can start. Next, we are going to add in a pot our onions. We have it sizzling. Alright, we're going to let these cook for a couple minutes, probably about 5 minutes, so the onions can soften. And then after that, I'm going to add my garlic and ginger and the rest of the other spices that I need to add. Alright, so now we are adding in our garlic. Just adding about a teaspoon of garlic. As well as my ginger. A little bit of water just to simmer it down a little. I'm going to mix it up before I add in. Let it cook a little more, let the garlic cook in with the onions. Our onions are nice and brown. And then I'll be adding the rest of the seasonings in there. Alright, so now we're going to add in our paprika. I'm going to add in a little bit more of the Creole seasoning. It just adds a little bit of flavor and a little bit of spice to it. And give it a little bit of salt, about a teaspoon of salt. This is smoked. Some black pepper. Some ground cardamom. You don't have to use ground cardamom, but that's what I have. And then finally, last but not least, we are adding our curry powder. So I just put in 2 teaspoons of our curry powder. And then I'm going to mix it all in. Before I add in, let it cook a little more. Mix it all in, let it cook a little more. You could always add some water if it dries up. You could always add a little bit of water in so that it doesn't stick to the pot and it doesn't dry up. But you can already just smell all that. And I'm going to let it cook a little before I add in my tomatoes. Okay, so now we are adding in our tomatoes. And I'm going to add in the potatoes as well. And then I'm going to let this cook in for about, just until the potatoes are like almost like 75% cooked through. So we're gonna just let this cook through. We got the base of our curry, the chicken, the chutney, and then as well as our potatoes. Okay, our potatoes are about 70% done. So I'm gonna add in my chicken. I can't help but just smell all that, like you can just smell all that flavor that is in there. Mix it in good with the potatoes and the other mix. And then last but not least, I'm adding in my chickpeas to cook in with it. Okay. We're going to mix it all in together. I'm thinking if I should add another can of the chickpeas. What do you think, Chloe?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, you can just smell that. And it's not even ready. So to give my curry that creaminess, I am adding, normally I'll add coconut milk, but I don't have any, so I'm adding some heavy whipping cream. And let me just mix it all in. Okay, so this is going to give my curry that creamy flavor to it. Okay, this looks so good. This would have went so well with some roti or naan. There we have it, our chicken curry looking good and delicious. All I need to do now is plate it. So if you want to hear any more of my recipes or see any more of my videos, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel, hit that notification bell, and give this video a nice big thumbs up. And I will see you all in the next episode.